Hello and welcome to Experiencing Love. I'm your host, Philip Jackson. I'm so glad that you're here. Today has been one hell of a day so far. I woke up much later than I expected to because I was up all last night editing videos and making sure that they get scheduled. When I sat down and really got to it, I did more in the first 3 hours of my day than I think I did in like the last month. No, that's an exaggeration, obviously. But I did a lot, to the point that when I looked at the clock at 3 o'clock, I was actually surprised by how early it was. So, I leaned forward, put my hand in the air, and patted myself on the back because that's what you gotta do when you're doing well. Celebrate. Achieve. Scratch that. Celebrate your achievements. Celebrate doing well. You really do deserve that celebration. I'm staring out my window, looking out into the sky, and the sun is setting. The sun is setting on another beautiful day. And that's what I get to experience every day. Every day has so much to offer. Every day has a sunset and a sunrise. Sometimes we see them, sometimes we don't, but it doesn't mean that they're not there. Look out for them, enjoy them, celebrate them. That's what our wins are. They're the sunrises and the sunsets, the moments of beauty in our lives that we often overlook, that we take for granted. A wild thing to think about is from the moment you're born, you have a number of sunrises and sunsets that you will ever be able to witness. Every single day that goes by, the number goes down. We will reach our end one day. We will reach that point where it's time for us to pass on. That's the point when we won't have any more wins to celebrate. We'll have the last one of a life well lived. But at that point, it's too late to celebrate it. And I don't want to be too late. Scratch that. I much more enjoy being early to the party. Being early to this party, celebrating myself and my wins rather than waiting years or for the big achievement to celebrate, is something that not many people, at least around me, do. So I often focus on it, making me a bit of a different person. There's a lot that I plan to do, a lot that I still plan to achieve, a lot of milestones to reach, and a lot of experiences still to have. One thing I've noticed from being in this mindset of being fulfilled and loving my life is it opens the door to the creative side of me. Have you ever noticed when you're afraid or when things aren't going your way, you may be sad, you may be beaten up, you're not as creative as you once were. Creativity and resourcefulness live in the same area, so imagine you're having a problem and you don't have the ability to tap into that side of you to solve that problem. You're stuck, you're feeling sad, you're feeling dejected. And now imagine you're feeling that way, but you decide to look at the good parts. You decide to look at your wins. You decide to really appreciate all the things that are magnificent in your life. And just like that, the creativity comes back. Just like that, your resourcefulness, your problem solving grows and multiplies. And now your problem's not just a problem, it's just a question. And if you don't have an answer to that question, it's time to ask a different question. Problems are just unanswered questions. It's not a matter of having a problem, it's a matter of making sure you're asking the right things. You are so brilliant. You have so much love within you. If you just used a fraction of that on yourself to solve whatever it is you have going on, your problems would truly start falling away like dominoes. I don't know what's in store for you. Heck, I barely know what's in store for me. I don't know if the goals and the dreams that I have now are ones that I'm going to reach. But the point is, even if I do reach them, there's going to be another level. There's going to be another destination. No matter what you do, you will reach your destination. You will reach your destiny. Goals or not, dreams or not, you will get there. So why not believe in yourself and get there faster? With this new method of planning, of life management, the goal is not to do more. It's not to just put more things on your to-do list and fill up your calendar. No, the point is to do more of the things that pull you forward. I have the blessing and the curse that I'd say most people do, where push motivators won't get me all the way there. If you don't have something pulling you to some goal, to some desire, you won't have anything to keep you going, and you'll give up. I'd say the biggest distinction between those who really achieve what they want in their life and everybody else is they have something pulling them forward. And this type of thing, it's not something restricted to only a mere few people. Everybody can do this, but it takes effort. It takes time. It takes its own pull motivation. Because what I do know of people who achieve a lot in their life, it's that they want it. They want it more than anybody else. One of the reasons that I really love doing YouTube and doing these videos is that I'm documenting my start, my journey. There's a lot of years that I wish I had videos of. There's a lot of years where I wish I wasn't afraid to be in front of a camera because I was really transforming then. But what I soon learned was that all the growth that I did in 1 or 2 years is going to be overshadowed by everything that's about to come. I love these videos because it's just a little glimpse into who I am at this moment. I record for 30 minutes every day. That's all you get. That gets dwindled down into 10 to 15 minutes of usable content. But if you do 10 to 15 minutes every single day, and I'm now well into the 200s in terms of the amount of episodes that I'm doing, it starts to add up. It starts to become something. This is my journal. This is my diary. This is what I get to share with the world, at least for right now. You know, with my creativity growing lately, I've come up with other fun ideas of mini-series to do on my channel. I don't want to give too much away, because who knows what I'm really going to stick with. But I do know that I get to sit back and be excited, be happy for the future. It wasn't always like this. I wasn't always feeling this way. I remember the times when I wouldn't want to get out of bed, when the thin blanket I had on was just heavy enough to keep me down, to help me feel at least a little bit safe. I remember the days when brushing my teeth felt like the hardest thing to do, and when I would get up to go do it, I would beat myself up for struggling so hard. I would tell myself that I should be better than this. I should work harder than this. I should not find it so difficult to do something so simple. I was my own worst enemy for a very long time, and I realized that being my own enemy was a choice, because in the same way I could be my worst enemy, I could also be my greatest supporter. I could celebrate all of the smallest moments because I deserve it. Now, one thing I try to do for as many people as possible is to be their cheerleader. There's a lot of different roles that you and I can play in other people's lives. And as much as I love to play the role of a coach, to try to guide people to their own championships, to their own victories, I know that sometimes, in order to get up off the bench, off the sidelines, you need someone cheering you on, someone telling you to keep going, you got this. You really don't know how sometimes that's all it takes. All it takes is a smile, because to see a smile, give a smile. I'll never know how much better the world will be if everybody just smiled more. But I do know how much better my life is when I smile more. Sometimes that's all I have to give. So I thank you for being here. I thank you for trusting me with your time. I don't always have much to teach or much to say. Actually, I always have something to say, but whether it's of value is honestly up to you. I'm rambling now, so that means it's time to wrap up. It's time to go. It's time to keep working, to keep showing up, to keep being my own coach and my own cheerleader so that I can give more to the world. I'm still figuring things out, and that's okay. It's like I said before, I am on my way to my destiny, and I can't wait to see you there when I get there. So until then, just remember to always fill up with the love, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. I love you.